Hello. It is 8:15 p.m. on October the 3rd of 2021. And I want to talk about the cloud people. If you're just tuning in, I want to talk about the cloud people because they do exist. Oops. I did it again, you all. I muted myself. Um, yeah, I muted myself. I forgot to turn on that volume. Well, that's okay. I'm going to have to go back and I'm going to have to edit this video since I muted myself halfway through this. I am so sorry, you all. Yes. So here's what happens when you have a video and someone starts watching it and all of a sudden they don't hear any sound. Well, they're more than likely not going to want to watch anymore. That's what's going to happen. They're not going to watch anymore. Yeah, that is just about right. Part of me would just like to end this video and start over because of that. Well, I don't want to blush. I do not want to blush because, yeah. Yes, Joanna, the cloud beings are here. They are. Okay, you're all still here. That's okay. That's wonderful. I do feel a kind of, that's all right. It is all right. We're gonna talk about those cloud beings, those cloud people, because they do exist, and just like this, and like a lot of you are saying, you see them in the sky all the time. You see them, and they do. They create this beautiful pastel colors, and I think its frequency has a lot to do with it too. And look at that. That's immediately after I got through doing my live video today where I was sitting on my porch talking about an instance when I was a young girl in elementary school, what happened to me. And as soon as I got up from ending that video, I looked in the sky and there was this rainbow. That's exactly how it happened. It immediately happened just like that, the rainbow right there in the eastern sky. But I really do feel that these cloud beings, these cloud people, they make the rainbow. They make it rain. I also feel like, this is back to me, I also feel like, yes, breakdown cloud, that's right. I also feel like, oh my gosh, you all, I got so dark. No. You all, I gotta redo this video because I've got so many bloopers on it. I really do. That's not fun. And that's not good at all when you got so many bloopers on your video. I cannot believe this, you all. Yeah. Oh no. Yes. I cannot even keep my train of thought. It's probably because I'm tired, but it's kind of hard for me to focus. What was I saying? And you know that the Native Americans, the Native Indians, people from long ago, back in like the Incas, the ant people, they spoke of the cloud people. They did speak of them. I don't know what that was that went off outside. I really don't. Let's look at this. So if we go over here to this screen, you type in this, look at this ant people. The ant people legend of the Hopi, and Native Americans and the connections to the Anunnaki. The more you look at the texts, and stories from around the world, you can't help but see surprising patterns. Some of them are so glaring that it takes real effort to ignore them. One example is from the Hopi narrative, America tribe. Their beliefs in the ant people of the American Southwest are sometimes referred to as the oldest of people by other Native American tribes. And once you learn about the ant people, you can't help but compare them to the ancient Sumerian texts of the Anunnaki. Let's take a simplified look. It says, so in ancient culture, there's a common thread of worshiping extraterrestrial beings from the stars who will one day return, and animals symbolic of these beliefs appear frequently in ancient art. And they do. We've heard of the ant people. Egyptians, Sumerians, special reverence for cows, because the cows may have represented our Milky Way galaxy. I didn't know that. And in the ants, they describe beings from the stars known as the ant people. You all, oh my goodness, this just now clicked on me. I did not know they came from the stars, the ant people. And if you think about it, when you look up in the sky, and you see faces of beings up there like this, do you think they were calling these the ant people? Do you? They could have. They really could have. Let me put this back to me. So, they were from the stars, the ant people. So, the Hopi words for the ant people, Anu Sinnam? Oh my goodness, you all. Anu Sinnam. They create a direct link to the stories of the Anunnaki, and it could be coincidental, but it's quite striking that the Babylonian sky god was named Anu, which is the Hopi word for ant. Did you all know that? I've heard about the Anunnaki, but I've heard a totally different narrative. And I've heard about the ant people, but I didn't know about this narrative. I had no idea about this particular, how it's worded here in this article. Yes, hit that, oh, my hand looked really big up there. Hit that like button, you all. So, the Anunnaki translates to ant friends in Hopi. In both languages, they are describing extraterrestrial beings, but the Hopi say these ant people came from under the ground. Now, this is really interesting. Another strikingly similar word is the word Sohu, means star, and the Egyptian word Sahu, stars of Orion. The constellation is seen repeatedly across the globe, and ancient astronauts observed the Orion and other systems, such as the Pleiades, appearing over and over with the layout of the pyramids. Look at this. The ant people were their saviors, taking them underground and teaching them how to survive extreme cataclysms. It's like the stories of a great flood, like described in the Sumerian texts in the Bible. And so the ant people were underground, according to the Hopi legends, to grow food, water, and build dwellings in the rocks. Wow. This is really, really interesting. It is interesting, you all. If you're just tuning in, well, this video got off to a little rocky start. It really did. It got off to a rocky start. There was a point in the very beginning I did not have the volume on, and then my face got dark in here, but it's okay, you all. We'll get there. If you got some patience, we will get there. So they see the buildings of incredibly complex habitations as Chaco Canyon. From above, it might appear like a giant mound, according to the National Park Service. During ceremonies today, the ritual emergence of participants from the kiva into the plaza above represents the original emergence by the Puebloan groups from the underworld into the current world. Look at that. Petroglyphs depicting the ant people still appear today, and they tell the stories and dances and rituals. Look at that. Oh, a two-horned society? I didn't know that. I didn't know about the two-horned societies. Did you all know about that? It was the first world. Volcanism or asteroid strike. And the second world was destroyed by ice and age glaciers, all of that. Giants and strange beings living inside the earth and around the globe. So it looks like there's a lot of people. The ant people are portrayed as generous and industrious, giving the Hopi food when supplies ran short, and teaching them the merits of food and stuff. Now, that's a common ant. I don't think... Okay, something just now entered my mind about the ants. When you're looking at this picture, right here, there is a thing concerning the ant. I'm going to tell you about this. It just literally popped in my mind. I'm going to read that to you all, because they're talking about the ant people. I'm going to type it in, and we're going to read this, you all. So look at this. We are over here. We're over here. This is a proverb. It says, "Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. Without a commander, without an overseer or ruler, it prepares its provisions in summer, and it gathers its food at harvest. How long will you lie there, O slacker? When will you get up from your sleep?" So it talks about the ant here. Go to the ant, you sluggard, and consider its ways and be wise. And then you have the ant people they're talking about, just like that. Yeah, just like that. So, isn't that interesting? The Hopi and the ant people, and then you have that proverb about the ant people. You have depictions of ant people on the walls, but they say that the ant people came from the sky and were part of like the Anunnaki. I heard that there's not very many people who are allowed in this Chaco Canyon sediment. I heard that it's very sacred. It's very sacred, is what I heard. And if you're just tuning in, I was talking about these right here. How I believe that the cloud people, the cloud beings that are up there in the sky, they are responsible for making the rainbows. I think they make the rainbows. They line up and they do that because it's the same type. Excuse me, and it looked like there's faces up here, and you could say that they look like a face of an ant. You could say that. You've seen the ant people in the night sky. That's right. And also, let me put this back to me. Also, we have this story right here. And I don't think it's a story. Look in Exodus. "And the Lord went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light to go by day and night. He took not the pillar of the cloud by day." So he didn't, the cloud by day never went away, and the pillar of fire by night never went away. So there, I can see how a pillar of a cloud could be in front of them all day. I could see it. I can see something like this going before them. I really could. I could see something like this. It's in a cloud. It literally could go before them. And you know, if at night, I believe that these beings, what if they can make themselves so bright? What if they can make themselves so bright, right here, that they literally glow like plasma, like fire, like at night? What if, you know? Because that cloud, what if that cloud, pillar of cloud and a pillar of fire, what if, say this was the cloud that was in front of them during the daytime, what if at night it literally glowed like a fire at night? I think it's very possible. And I'm not just saying that. I think it's very possible. I think these cloud people, these beings in the sky, they have the ability to change their colors. They can glow. And some of the stars, you know, you look at some of the stars, how magnificent some of the stars are. Just like these have beautiful colors in them, and then you have the rainbow has beautiful colors. And if we come over here, I'm going to look at the stars. You're going to get the stars have beautiful colors too. Yeah, I'm going to get to the stars really fast because this got it all going on. It really does. Beautiful stars in the sky. Gina, honey, turn that down so you can show them. Okay, so look at these stars. They got the same pastel-y colors too, just like the cloud people in the sky. They really do. You say, Gina, I can't see it. Well, look, I'll pause it for you. I think, see, they can change colors, any color they want. I really think also that these stars, see, look like little faces here. I think they are connected to the clouds, to the cloud people. I really do. And I'm not just saying that. I think they're connected to the cloud people. Look, they can make all the beautiful pastel-y colors they want. Just like that. Just like that. And they got faces in them. They got faces in them also. They do. Look at that. It's beautiful. So, I think these stars are beings, living people, if you want to call them people, but they're living beings up in the sky, and I think they are connected to these right here. I think they're connected to these. I really do. Because have you ever taken a picture at night with your cell phone or something, and you zoom up on it, and you have all of these look like glow worms? They look like glow worms. Okay, and you remember that toy, the glow worm, that you can give to your child? It's like a body, like a, I don't know, it's got some material on it, and it glows at night. And or light bright. I think that these are like one and the same. I really do. I think they're all connected. The beings in the sky, the rainbows, and they make their own pastel-y colors. And the stars, I think they're all connected. And I'm going to tell you something else I think about the stars and stuff in the sky. You know what I think? I'm going to tell you what I think when I first started doing this and I first started seeing the things that were done to the sky. I literally felt within my spirit. Now, this is my own truth, my own self saying this. I felt within my spirit when I would look up in the sky, I felt that they were trying to get rid of a species of beings in the sky. I really felt like that, and sometimes I still do, that they're trying to poison the sky, poison the beings up there. That I am very serious. That is what I felt deep within my spirit. And at times, I think that, but not as much as I used to think it. When I first started getting into this and I saw the things going back and forth in the sky looking horrific, I thought it's like they're trying to get rid of the beings in the sky. That's what I felt in my spirit, and it made me upset because I knew that there were living beings in the sky. I know that there are living beings in the sky. You know that there's living beings in the sky. And these are living beings. And they're not of this world. They're not of this world, you all. They're not. Not at all. I don't get a negative feeling from these. I don't get a negative feeling from this. I don't get a negative feeling from the rainbow, and I don't get a negative feeling from these stars. I don't get a negative feeling from them. Their frequency is fine. They really are. You know what? Apple Brooks, honey, you figured that out. Yes, you did. Yeah. I think that there are beings in the sky. This is evidence of it. And this is evidence of it. And we have this rainbow, which is evidence of beings in the sky. I think there are beings. There's all kinds of beings in the sky. And see this right here. What I did is, in my video, I thought, what is this flying in the sky? This is what was in the sky during my live video. I thought, is this something with wings? That's not nothing with wings right there. It literally appeared, and I thought, well, maybe it's a fairy. When I zoomed up, this is what it looks like. Just like that. And it was in the sky going up with this. That's what it looked like. And I'm thinking it's something that is cloaked, is what I'm thinking it is. Something that is cloaked in the sky. You can kind of see like the ripples or something. It could be three separate beings and stuff. But there's real. There's life in the sky. There's life on this earth. All of it. That's all right. That's all right, you all. I can play moderator too. I can play moderator. Okay, there are beings in the sky. Now let's get back to how we were looking at right here. There's beings in the sky. Gina, did you get that over there? Yes, I did. So look at this. So, and they also say this, genetic evidence reveals the Chakachopa's cloud people were resistant to Inca rule. Now, how could that be? Machu Picchu? The people were also known as warriors of the clouds. Warriors of the clouds, you all. During the Inca Empire. Yeah. No, if you're going to come on here and you're going to try to hijack my live stream, I am going to block you. That's what I'm going to do, because I'm going to feel it in my spirit. You trying to redirect and trying to change the narrative. No, this is my truth. You're not going to change my truth, okay? I'm going to speak my truth. You're not going to come over here and change my narrative, what I'm feeling within my spirit. You can do that on your own YouTube channel. You really can. Just gather around you a group of like-minded individuals, and you can go with that narrative. I'm not going to come on somebody's YouTube channel and, you know, they're doing a YouTube, and I'm not going to come on there and try to change their narrative, try to change what they're trying to say. No, I'm going to let them run their YouTube channel the way they want to. I am. It doesn't matter to me, okay? Because you know what? I did not get here. I was not put here by people like that. I wasn't, you all. Okay, this platform was given to me to reach out. It was. And I've had a lot of people like that who's tried to distract me along my journey, who have tried to bring me down. And you know what? You're not going to bring me down. You're not going to bring me down. You know what? I am going to sing now. This is going to be weird, you all. I'm going to sing. I feel like I'm going to sing this song that I was given. Never going to sing it. You might know it, but we're going to sing it. You can't bring me down, no matter how hard you try. You can't bring me down. He's right here by my side. He's going to hold me up. He's not going to let me fall. He's going to hold me up. He's not going to let me fall. Well, don't be coming around trying to steal my joy within. It's not gonna work, for he is holding my hand. I said it's not gonna work. What more do I have to say? It's not gonna work, so just be on your way. You can't bring me down, no matter how hard you try. You can't bring me down. He's right here by my side. He's going to hold me up. He's not gonna let me fall. He's going to hold me up. He's not gonna let me fall. So that song was given to me during a great awakening in my life a few years back. So yeah, you're not going to bring me down. Okay, you're not. You're not going to come on this YouTube channel and trying to change my narrative and try to put stumbling blocks in front of me, because it's not going to work. Okay, it's not going to work. You all, I know that might be a little weird. You see Gina coming on here breaking out in a song. Yeah, I broke out in a song. I did, because I felt led within my spirit. So I have my own truth within me, my own narrative, and I believe that there are beings in the sky. I believe the cloud people are real. I believe that they are responsible for the rainbows in the sky and the beautiful translucent like rainbow-looking ships. I believe that they make them. I believe that they are kin to the stars in the sky too, because they have the beautiful pastel-y colors in them. And if you are one who likes to think and wants to believe that there are demons in the sky and or nothing in the sky, then you go ahead and believe that. You can go live in your own little world, okay? But tell you what, that's not in my world. It's not. I happen to believe that there is a higher power. I believe that there is a creator of all. Okay, there is a source that connects us all together. And this source is love. It is a bright, bright light. Okay, it's the brightest light that will ever enter a person's life. All of that. Okay, I'm not here by mistake, and there's a lot of people who are not here by mistake. We are here at this period of time in our life because we are meant to be here. Okay, we are meant to be here, or we wouldn't be here. And you know what? We're tough enough to make it. Okay, we're tough enough to be here, to stand up against the evil in the world and all the distractions. Okay, we are. We're here for each other too. And together we are a force to be reckoned with. We are. And if you want to dismiss things away with scientific explanations, go right ahead. You go ahead and do it. But you know what? I'm not that type of individual. I happen to be more spiritual than anything else, in case you did not know. And if I had to choose between one realm, I'm going to choose the spiritual realm. That's all there is to it. I am a spiritual being in this physical body on this planet. Okay, that's who I am. All right. So yeah. So I don't know what's going on in that comment section, you all, but you know that no, you got me distracted. You want to put a stumbling block in front of me. You can't bring me down. Okay, you're not going to stop me. Okay, you're not. I'm not going to let you. I'm going to sing it again. You can't bring me down, no matter how hard you try. You can't bring me down. He's right here by my side. He's going to hold me up. He's not gonna let me fall. He's going to hold me up. He's not gonna let me fall. Don't be coming around trying to steal my joy within. It's not gonna work, for he is holding my hand. I said it's not gonna work. What more do I have to say? It's not gonna work, so just be on your way. You can't bring me down, no matter how hard you try. You can't bring me down. He's right here by my side. He's going to hold me up. He's not gonna let me fall. He's going to hold me up. He's not gonna let me fall. So, yeah. So we talk about the cloud people and the rainbows in the very beginning, and now we break out in a song that's spontaneous. I like to be spontaneous. I really do. Some people may not like it, but it's okay. I like it. I like to be unpredictable at times. I really do, you all. And this may not be for you. That's fine. Just be on your way. That's all I've got to say. Just be on your way. Yeah. So, now I feel like I need to end my video. So with that being said, hello wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart to yours. Love you and thank you for joining in. And sorry the video turned out like this, but I guess it turned out the way it was supposed to be turned out, because I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason. It does. I may not understand it and you may not understand it, but things happen for a reason, and that's it. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and thank you, moderators, for all you do. I know sometimes it gets rough. Thank you so very much, and thank you all for spending your time with me. I take my work very seriously. I really do. I'm not on here to play. I'm not a player. I never have been a player. I'm a very serious individual. I'm a very old soul inside this body. Okay, a very, very old soul, and hopefully I don't have to come back to this earth again. If you believe in reincarnation, I don't want to come back to this earth again. I'm about tired of coming back. But if I'm called to, I will come back. Have a wonderful rest of your